Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King Sway, and welcome to another RPG horror story. But before I get into that, today I have a sponsor. Yes, me. As I said before in a previous video, I will be letting you guys know when one of my books released that I thought was relevant, that I thought you guys would actually enjoy, and today is that day. As you can see from the artwork and everything, the title is called Battle World. The main character, which is featured on the cover, is from Earth, but he's also a guardian of a dimension called Felgaia. He left Felgaia, what he thought was for good, when he was 18, and had hoped to just live out a normal life for the rest of his days. The thing about that is, as many of you know, the first chance evil gets to slink out from under its rock, it's going to try and mess everything up. That's what happens. The ancient evil he fought when he was 18 comes back. And when he's called back to action, it's not in the best of ways. When I say that, I mean he was forcibly ripped from his dimension, our dimension, back to Felgaia, but he wasn't just ripped himself. His wife, his two oldest kids, and his two stepchildren are taken with him. And this is all in the midst of them going through all kinds of marital problems. I don't want to reveal too much of it, because if I do, I mean, what would be the point of looking at the book? But I do want to say that it is heavily, and I do mean heavily, anime inspired. There's all kinds of anime references in there, even right from the beginning. I wrote this because I myself am an anime lover, and as an anime lover, I wrote a book for anime lovers. It's actually just the first it's a series. This is the first episode. I have another book that should be coming out soon, which is more relevant to, RPG horror stories. I actually have one called Elseworld. We'll get to that but I'll get to that when the time is right and I get my artwork back and everything. The link for the book and where to buy it is available on Kindle as well as paperback. I'll be putting down in the description, as well as the link for the story right here. But we're going to get back, as I finish that, we're going to get into the story itself. It's a player goes nuts after he sees a shotgun just hanging on a wall. Yes, it's in character. But we're going to start with that, so here we go. It's a Call of Cthulhu game set in the early 2000s. I love this era as it's modern enough, but you don't really need to do too much with the internet and stuff. The investigator breaks into a suburb house, which they believe belongs to a cultist leader. They enter an office/reading room, where there was a shotgun displayed on the wall. The desk, the bookshelf, and all that good stuff. All the PCs rush to the bookshelf and check the books. It is the first and only thing they do. I did some research, so the displaying shotgun is unloaded due to gun safety. If they check the desk, they will automatically find shotgun shells. It says animals, but I'm going to say shells. Y'all see the difference. However, everyone just loves the bookshelf. While they're searching, little did they know there is a secret door on the wall, and the cultist just casually walks back into his office. Then they start fighting. A character, who is a gangster, rushed to the shotgun and was planning to blow up the cultist with it. Probably blow off his head, because, it's a shotgun. I asked for a knowledge check. He failed. If he didn't fail, I was going to tell him that it's a high chance that the shotgun's already unloaded, and give him a chance to change his action. Give him a chance to actually go for where the ammo might be. Anyway, he got to that rifle, shot, and click! Oh, it wasn't loaded. Other players just look at him and they start laughing. Later, they win the fight, and the story continues. Dun dun dun. After the game, that player was mad. He believed I intentionally decided the shotgun was unloaded at the last minute just to embarrass him. He throws out video game design theory and drama theory that the gun should always have some kind of plot or game design purpose, so it should have been loaded. He just can't accept that his character had such an embarrassing moment. I try to explain to him that tabletop RPGs they're not video games, and the world doesn't need to serve the players. It's not a video game which you find supplies just laying at your feet whenever you need them. And it's not a movie where you're the main protagonist, so you automatically know you're going to make it through and everything's going to be okay. The shotgun is always there, not because you get to blow up the cultists with it, but it's there for design. That doesn't mean it automatically has to be loaded. And I tell them that it's normal to have unloaded weaponry for display in American culture. Oh, I forgot to mention, we all come from Hong Kong, where guns are illegal and few people actually know about guns. Also, it's their action, which I told the player, it's nothing wrong, that they led to being surprised. They can check the room roughly before the fight and just can keep investigating the books, but nobody checked the desk. I'm not sure how he thinks now, but I really hope he can accept my explanation. And that is the end of the post. So you know what that means, right? It's time for the TED Talk. Okay, trying to gather my thoughts on this because the fact that he mentioned he was in Hong Kong and he was writing the way the English was written, that explains how it was written. That much aside, a lot of Americans don't even know how guns work, bruh. Like I know that for a fact. I've seen some stuff. Nobody checks safeties. Nobody checks, just maintaining the barrel, maintaining the weapon itself. Just try to keep a gun around or whatnot. Just look tough. And why did no one check the desk? That's the first. Okay, one thing I'm thinking is, why'd they laugh at him? Like, you go to blow the dude's head off and click, click, click. There's no ammo in the weapon. Okay, that means it's empty. That's not a ha ha, you're stupid moment. That's a oh shit moment, in my personal opinion. I'd have used the shotgun as a baseball bat. I'd have flipped it around and just kept beating him with the stock of the weapon. I don't know if that's what happened in the game, but that's what I would have done. I would have turned a oh shit into a oh no, you still catching this. Also, like I said, I don't understand why they laughed. Like, that makes no sense to me. I guess I don't know if this is a cultural thing or not, because I'm American and he says he's Chinese, he's from Hong Kong, and they laughed at him. It's like, oh, you didn't know it was unloaded. I'm automatically assuming it's unloaded. Like the OP says, it's not a video game. The world doesn't need to serve you. But if there's a gun there, chances are it might not be just for display, and there's ammunition around, or that there's some other firearm or weapon around that you can use. Like, the basic gun, the pistol under the desk. In my personal opinion, that's in my personal opinion. But that's it for my TED Talk. If you're new to the channel and you like the story, think about liking and subscribing. If you're not new to the channel and you like the story, think about liking and subscribing. I greatly enjoy the interaction with you guys, wholly, fully, truly. And also, it's just a small action for you guys, but it means the world to me. It lets me know that somebody out there is liking my content. Not only does it let me know that somebody's liking my content, it lets YouTube know that somebody's liking my content Hey, somebody like, a lot of people like this. Go put it out there for more people to like. Trust me, they gonna like this. They gonna like this. And I know I make jokes, but actually, for those of you that know, I interact with you guys regularly on the comments. In the comments, rather. I said on the comments. You guys know what I mean. But more than one person is like, oh, I don't know how you ended up in my recommended, but I'm glad I watched this video, dude. Thanks. And they approach and they feel like I'm pretty approachable, which I am. At least I think I am, despite the fact that I have a "you ever try beating his ass" attitude. But as I said prior, the description. I keep saying the description. The link for this will be in the description, as well as for my book. If you guys have any questions about the book, I will answer anything about them, as long as I do not feel as though they will be spoilery. But I'm King Sway. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Oh yeah, baby, my Barry White voice.